Psychology is a study of life related to human being. Learning is a permanent change in behavior resulting from experience. Learning has a lot of psychological components. Therefore, learning is also a psychological process. There are four aspects of psychology of learning. The first aspect of psychology of learning is the personality or the characteristic of students. And the second aspect of learning is motivation. And the third aspect of learning is how the students learn, the process of learning, the process of acquiring knowledge. And last but not the least, the fourth aspect of learning is the strategy for teaching. Strategy for teaching. So again, there are four aspects of learning. The first aspect of learning is the personality of students or the characteristics of students. Take note, students have different personalities. Cognitively, emotionally, socially, behaviorally, and physically, they are different from each other. As a teacher, it is important to understand these differences. Differences play an important role in students' learning. We can use a student's unique individuality to help them to develop positively their maximum potentials. The second aspect of learning is motivation. Motivation are thoughts, feelings, desires, or dreams to fulfill a specific goal or purpose. Motivation is an important element of learning process. Motivation is either created by the student themselves, or it could also be influenced by the environment, such as teachers, religion, friends, family, and society. Motivation also affects the development of emotional, cognitive, behavioral, social, and physical well-being of students. As a teacher, we have to understand the process by which we could positively motivate students, not only for learning, but also in becoming a positively functioning person. Learning is a complex process. Human beings acquire knowledge, store information, process data, and find meaning in different ways. A lot of factors contribute to learning process such as cognitive factor, emotional factor, social factor, behavioral factor, and physical factor. Individual differences play an important role in shaping the learning process. Environmental influence also affect the learning process. As a teacher, we have to be aware of different perspectives in learning. Do not forget, learning is fun. Brain is very important in learning and in the whole human functioning, such as cognition, social, emotional, physical, and behavioral. Brain has specific and important parts, and these parts of the brain help a person to function productively and positively, cognitively, socially, physically, behaviorally, and emotionally. Brain is unique to each individual. The developmental function of brain is different from each other. Some students are good in memorizing. Some students are good in practical aspects. But we cannot force all students to memorize. We have to take care of our brain. We only have one brain. The moment we lose our brain, we lose our lives. The moment our brain malfunctions, our entire lives also malfunction. Take note that as an educator, that as a teacher, we do not put the brain of the students in a very stressful situation. Rather, we help the students maximize the entire functioning of the human brain so that they could develop as a better and positively functioning human being. The fourth aspect of learning is the strategy for teaching. There are a lot of strategies for teaching, such as problem-based learning perspective and multiple intelligence perspective of Howard Gardner. But at any rate, the best strategy is to listen to your students and listen to the entire process of learning. The best outcome for teaching is that students develop as a whole person positively and productively, cognitively, emotionally, socially, behaviorally, and physically. Again, listening is the best strategy. Problem-based learning is a strategy for teaching or strategy for making the students engage in the process of learning. First and foremost, the students are brought into small groups and then they're given a problem, a scenario, a situation by which they will try to discover, explore, and eventually find solution for the problem. So it means that problem-based learning is an opportunity for the students to create their own space in creating their own critical and personal views about the problem or the situation, being able to discover and be able to assess and create decisions and you will have to take note. Our role in PBL as a teacher is only to facilitate. Again, it is PBL is very much student centered, and it focuses on self-directed learning. It is very empowering, isn't it? But again, not very easy, but by practicing and practicing PBL, then you'll be able to appreciate it more. Multiple intelligence is a perspective that intelligence is not only about the cognitive aspect. Intelligence could be a lot of things. For example, a person can also be intelligent spiritually, intelligent in sports, intelligent in language, intelligent in arts, intelligent in human relationships, so on and so forth. Now, this perspective, Howard Card is saying that as a teacher, when you are in the classroom already, you have to spot different kinds of intelligence. And when you plan your lessons, you have to consider in developing different kinds of intelligences of your students. So this also goes without saying that as a teacher, you also have to develop yourself in a multiple way if you plan to use the multiple intelligence of Howard Gardner. Alright, to sum it up, psychology of learning is saying that teachers have to be deeply aware of roles, responsibility, and relationship in facilitating the integral development of students. Yeah, it is not easy, but it is exciting to become part of students' positive growth. Again, we only have to observe and listen, and you will know more as you teach. And there was a saying also that you can only give what you have. So the challenge now for the teachers is to really give and give and give more to oneself. I mean, they also have to develop themselves so that they could give more to students. Yes, you're right about that. But for the meantime, it is important for us to understand the four aspects of learning: the personality, motivation, the processes of learning, the strategies for teaching. Knowing all of this, then you will have a very tangible, important tool in looking at the learning process of your students. Masalamat. Shukran. Allahu Akbar.